Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thanks for hanging, thanks for chilling. Tonight we're gonna jump into it. We are doing a bunch of catch-up stuff for K-pop. It's been a hot minute. There's a ton of new stuff that came out very recently. So I'm looking to try to cover as much as possible tonight. We might do that potentially this weekend as well. So keep you posted on that. I think I should have some availability this weekend to stream. So, come through if you're not, because I think we need to do that. And then come join us next Wednesday. We're going to be finishing out on only one of, if you have not checked out the first part, that should be updated, hopefully by this weekend for Patreon, and YouTube will be a little bit later. So, streaming on Saturday, crazy. We're in a blind spot here, so good vibes. Sarah, hello. Gunky, hello. Kaylee, hello. Unhi, hello. Dang, hello. I'm here momentarily, but I need to go to sleep soon. Hey, thanks for vibing. Andy, hello. Thanks for coming through as well. But yeah, doing a bunch of catch-up stuff. So if there's stuff that you would like me to check out, let me know. The other ones that I had pulled up that I'm excited to check out were actually 3, and then obviously can go from there as we go on. But my girlfriend is a huge fan of BabyMonster, so we're doing the BabyMonster. Billlie released their new album, and I think Zap is the title track, I'm pretty sure, because I did see Work on here. So I might have to check Work out as well. And, of course, Lucy. Those were the 3 that... And NMIXX, I would like to check out NMIXX, but that doesn't have to be right away. So, but yeah, I will keep track of the vibes here, of what we need. But I'd be down to throw everybody's name in the pot here. So, let me get my notepad up, and I will put them all on here so I don't forget. So, let's see. Bombing title, Tiger. I can't even read tonight. Bombing Tiger. Okay. Can I not copy this over? Gravity Awake. Perfect. All right. I'm just going to type these out because I am not going to remember them. Tiger. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, let's get into BabyMonster first. This was Choom. I'm excited to check this one out, and we'll go from there. So, all right. Let's rock chat. Let's get into it.
One, two, hit is on it, burn it, kick it, flip that. 3, 4, baby, more. We gon' get this party started. Walking, stomping like we own the place. Trust me, I'm not just a pretty face. Yeah, I know we're 7, but we ain't. We gon' get this party started. No, we got the style, we got the taste. Sweet and sour lemons, lemonade. Yeah, I know it's 7, but we ain't. Better run that, run that. Let's
Okay.
Check my style, check me out. This that bling blow. Can't stop now, gotta keep it neat like that. Bow down, 보여주마 나의 춤.
Huh?
killing it, what we don't stop, billing the show. Big flex, ain't no one next. 모두가 직설이 못하는 groove. Like yes, I'm the empress. 이 구역에 난 I'm a monster queen.
That was a good verse. I like that.
Watch me set the mood. Burn it up, do it like I do. Lose your mind, play the music. Let's tune. Rhythm을 삼켜보자 춤. watcha watcha. We turn it up, let's party. 월화수목금토 모두 다 함께 취해보자 춤. watcha.
I wonder if we'll get a festival ending.
We wanna ride this flag. Get out the way like boom. We only got tonight. You better dance like chum chum. 어둠이 짙게 내리고 이제 monster
Okay.
party. No time to waste. Let's celebrate. Baby 나와 나의 시간. Jump 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 jump. Everybody make some room. That's right. Jump 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 jump.
Much more dynamic. I like that.
Make some room. That's right.
Interesting. Okay. I could get down with this. I can get down with this. All right. Very nice. This was BabyMonster's Choom. If you're joining us tonight, very nice. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than I will say, and I feel like it probably is just the partner girlfriend bias a little bit, but I will say I feel like because she listens to a lot of BabyMonster and we got to see them last year. I don't know how well Chat can see it, but I have their tour poster on my wall here in my office. But they were great. They were great live. So I feel like I probably have some sort of bias towards them in terms of how much I like their music. But I guess bias aside and really kind of again listening to it from an objective standpoint, I thought this was good. Definitely that cool kind of like I feel like it's a little bit more of a darker beat for them, which was cool. I appreciate that. It kind of gives me a little bit of those synth vibes from shout outs to Tokyo Drift for those who watch the Fast and Furious franchise. It kind of reminds me of a lot of that. Like I guess it maybe pitched down as opposed to up. But I thought it was really cool. I kind of like that. I love that beat selection. It's kind of got that little bit of like almost a Moombahton sort of beat to it. I thought that was cool. I also enjoyed the second verse a lot. I think the first, I don't remember the members as well name wise, but whoever was doing the rap section in the second part, I know I liked her in a lot of the BabyMonster stuff, and I feel like she's probably my bias in the group certainly. But she's got a great rap tone, and I feel like her dynamics in the song are just really killer. So enjoyed the second half of the second verse. The chorus definitely is really catchy. I will say I thought the beat was sick. The melody choice is fun. I don't know what choom is. I don't know if that's I kind of low-key want to look up what choom is in Korean. I don't know if that's like a Korean word or let me see. I'm curious. Choom meaning. Okay, so this is again, I'm reading this off Google. Choom is a popular slang term from this is from Cyberpunk. I did not know that. Short for chumba or chumbata, meaning friend, buddy, or close companion. So, interesting. I did not know that. The more you know. But I thought that was cool. I like the way that they centered it around the song. I also really enjoyed the last chorus. I think dynamically it was really fun. I was kind of expecting them to maybe like speed the beat up a little bit, but I was pleasantly surprised that they kept the same BPM and then added like it just sounded a lot fuller. I don't know if they added like again all of their vocals in kind of a ensemble fashion or something like that, but I thought it was really dynamically fun, so I enjoyed that aspect of it. But overall, I thought it was a good song. I feel like they've put out some songs that I've been definitely more of a fan of. But I would say this one will grow on me certainly. I feel like their last release grew on me a ton, and I would not be surprised if this one also grows on me too. But I did enjoy this one, so it was a good vibe. So shout out to my girlfriend. We hope to see them again this year if they tour. So we'll see. A couple comments here. Let's see. Gunky says, will I actually like the song in question? You'll have to enlighten us if you did. Uni says, I'm seeing that chum is the Korean word for dance. Okay, so maybe it's got different maybe it's got different meanings then. Let me look. I'm curious now. Chum meaning, not that I don't believe you, Uni. I am curious though. Okay, refers to dance. That's crazy. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. But it wasn't a fit. Hey, listen, that's fair. That's fair. All right, cool. Well, shout out to BabyMonster. Hope you guys come back soon. Uni says studio chum, studio dance makes sense now. I was gonna say, yeah, that it's all clicking now. That's cool. Good to know. All right, awesome. Well, we're moving into the first rec for me. The second one, listen, goes without explaining. I have been very excited for the new Billlie release. So I have not listened to it. I know it came out. I think it came out today. I'm pretty sure. If not, it came out yesterday in Korea. I'm pretty sure, potentially. But I have to check this one out and work. I know those were the two that came out very recently. So excited. I'm excited to check this one out. So let's listen to Zap. I think this is the title track. If chat can keep me honest on this one, but I'm pretty positive. So Uni says, "Yep, early this morning for us. Very cool, awesome. All right, let's check Zap out then." The new Mystic Story intro, hard. Very crunchy. Love those vocoder vocals.
This is your Zap. We're coming Zap. 어제는 back 오늘로 back. I'm on that Zap. Zap. Z Zap. I push it through and let it go.
Wow.
I'm on that Zap. 잊고 싶던 메모리에 둥실 떠올라. 내 머리 위로 치는 썸브라 두렵지 않아. I blast and bounce like a take your word the limit. 가볍게 뜻을 따라 못한 limit. 몇 번이라도 dash repeat it. ZAP I'm the whole damn gimmick.
Hey.
날 맴도는 그 leg. Oh 뮤트도 돼. Oh we came here to slay. We're coming back. 어제는 back 오늘로 back. I'm on that zap. Zap. Z zap. I push it through and let it go. I'm on that zap.
Wow.
ずっと答えは私だったって They told a lie There was nothing 어지럼더워 조금씩 quiet Show you around me not down feeling 이건 뭐 care 뭐라 해도 I'm in control You just echo We're coming back in the bed 오늘로 back I'm on that zap We're coming back 어제는 back 오늘로 back I'm on that zap Z zap Push it through and let it go I'm on that zap Can you feel it?
I love the like vocal effect they put on Zap. That's hard. That hits every time. That's crazy. Okay. Very nice. This was Billie Zap from their, it looks like their new first full length album, which I'm very excited about, The Collective Soul of Unconscious Chapter 2. Very nice. I will have to check out Work. Maybe we'll check it out a little later on tonight. Um, let's see. Let's see what we got. Gunky says Work reminds me a lot of a Le Sserafim song, so I'm not a fan. I like Zap a lot more. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sarah says, "Wow, this song is so me." Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, "Damn, this is a Sarah song for sure." Uni says, "I've seen a lot of people prefer Work, and I think I might too, but both are pretty good." Okay, we will definitely have to check out Work then. And Gunky says, "I'm probably in the minority, but I like Billie's earlier songs compared to the newer ones." I'm gonna disagree on that. And I feel like that's probably more so my heavy bias towards their last release that they did. I still spent that so much. I The fact that they work with IU in that previous release was just, I just couldn't put that album down. It was so good. Um, but I will say this is very interesting. I was kind of I didn't go into knowing anything about it. I didn't check any teasers. I didn't like I kind of went into this very blind, as I always do with like a lot of Billy stuff. But but man, this was so interesting. Um, I thought this was this is such a unique song for them. I would say like I can't recall them ever delving into this really like very uh aggressively synth styled like music, and I feel like this one is very interesting. Um, I like I said, the way that they stylize Zap, I feel like it's just such an iconic piece to the song. So I got to give that a lot of credit. Um, the synth in this was wild. Like the synth choice in this was crazy, and I think it kind of almost gives like it kind of gives that sort of electricity to it. Like I know the song is called Zap, but it really does have an electric feel to like the synth. Like I love the way that it kind of like does this like almost like a sine wave sort of movement to it. I thought that was really cool. The way that they kind of had those their voices kind of pop a little bit more, I thought was very interesting. And I mean this in a very affectionate way. It reminds me a lot of like the first couple releases that Espa did, where they kind of did that like really crushed like K-pop sound, and I feel like this one kind of rides that line a little bit in that sense. Um, and so I feel like there's a lot of correlation that I probably could put those two in a similar boat. Um, Other than that, I thought it was very interesting. I think I will have to give this one another listen. I will say I am not 100% sold on this one. Not that I don't think it's bad. I did enjoy my time listening to it, but I do feel like this one's probably a multiple listen one. But I will say it was very jumpy, very fun. I'm always here to support the ladies in Billlie. I feel like they're incredible. So I, do not want to discount. I don't want to discount their work. No pun intended. But I do feel like this one was definitely. I definitely feel like this one will grow on me. Just because I think it was so abrupt and so like aggressive, and I kind of appreciate that more hardened edge that they brought with this one. I thought that was unique. So excited to check out Work though. I feel like that one potentially may have piqued my interest in terms of what Gunky said. I do love Le Sserafim, so though I will say with probably their most current releases, I don't know where I really stand. I have yet to listen to Celebration too. I know they just released a new song too, so maybe we'll have to check that out and see where I sit with that one too. But yeah, anytime I get a chance to listen to Billlie, I'll check it out. So pretty stoked. Kala, hello. Thanks for coming through. If you've got a song you would like me to listen to catch up with, let me know. Currently making my way through the ones that I wanted to listen to first, so we'll get those out of the way. But very cool. The one I'm probably the most excited for, again, I absolutely love Lucy. Y'all should know this by this point, so I'm excited to give this one a listen. I did put yours on there, Kala, and yes, dang, you can change yours up. Just let me know which one you want to change it to. So, But very excited about this. Like I said, been patiently waiting for it. I have not listened to it. I think it's called Childish, if I've got that correct. I don't know if I'll translate it just in case just in case I'm wrong. Um so but I know I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, or at least the release. So all right. Cool. Well, I don't feel like I need to say more about Lucy, so let's check it out. Oh, this has got the old Mystic story? What the hell? They changed that in a week. That's crazy. Damn.
이렇게 또 시작된 하루도 낯선 처음인 내 주소일 텐데 잔인하게도 기준이 새빨개 잠이 겁먹고 일기도 아니고 나만 괴롭혀진 것처럼 딱 컸으면 원래 다 그런 거란 말 그게 더 유치해 보이고 치사하잖아
Phenomenal.
죽으란 것도 아니고 나만 뭐라 해도 못쉬게 어른이면
That piano is gorgeous.
wow. 말 그게 더 유치해 보이고 치사하잖아 다 사라져라 다 지나가라 할 때만 달리 어째선가 긴 꼴이 되고
Oh, cool. I don't know how to keep doing this. I'm oh my god. All right. I did get an update on this. We okay, so the album is called Childish. The song is called All Ages. Okay. Thank you both, Kala and Kaylee. Appreciate it. I genuinely don't. I feel like I've run out of commentary for Lucy in a good way. I wonder if they get tired of making masterpieces. uh, I I genuinely ask that. Like I'm like I don't know how they make songs that I'm just always. Oh man, I could listen to, honestly, if I could turn back the time and listen to this again and not remember the song at all and listen to it for the first time with fresh ears, I would do it. Like I I don't know, man. Like it is kind of wild to me, at least. Like again, from the perspective of like listening to a multitude of different music over the years. I feel like Lucy is always one of those groups, especially on the K band side, that I'm always peaked to listen to. Like whenever they have something new coming out, I feel like I gotta listen to them. But um, I just feel like, to me, it's like one of those. They're one of those groups that I feel like they have the magic encapsulated. You know what I mean? Like there's just something about it that, like, first of all, their music is just so, I feel like, enticing, from not only, I think, probably from like a listener's perspective, but I feel like also as well from like somebody who has worked around musicians and also has been playing music for a multitude of years. I feel like their composition and the way that they write is just always very impressive. And I'm oftentimes like, oh, I really love this like chord change they used here, or like what like the vocals decided to go up instead of like keeping the same melody, or like I think the way that they really think very intentionally about their writing, I think, is very impressive to me. So I love being able to kind of maintain that, and hear how they kind of traverse their different melodies over that time period. But I'm very excited. This one is an absolutely incredible song. um I feel like they really make the most out of all the members of their group. And I feel like, since I did see Kaylee's comment about Guangyo going into the military, I feel like that's really cool to see. It's cool to see them putting all this effort in, and obviously, they'll be taking some time away a little bit to some degree. But I'm sure they'll come back even stronger as the members return back from the military. But just incredible work. Like I said, I it would go without saying that I absolutely love and always admire checking them out on stream. So, um, another phenomenal song. If I really had to critique the song and just kind of give out my thoughts, chorus I felt like was incredible. I love the last chorus. I felt like that was the most. I think, to me, that was like the most enduring part of the song, and I feel like it obviously plays towards the like more childish elements of what they were going for with this release. So I absolutely love that, and I feel like it gives a sense of like almost like a familial, like family aspect to it. So I think that that's incredible. But yeah, overall, composition was floor busting. So um very excited to listen to the album. I will maybe have to wait to check the album out on stream potentially. So maybe we might do that on Saturday potentially. So a couple comments here. Let's see. I got a Dang says, would you change it to this? I'm not sure if it counts as catch up because you've heard the song before. It's a new live. Uh up. I mean, if you want to swap it out for that one, I mean, I'll check it out. I just know the Balming Tiger was a newer song, so it's up to your discretion, certainly. So Gunky says Lucy is always so good. Cal says they're for real and capable of missing. I would agree. Sally, hello. Yes, we are into the Lucy. We did check out Zap. I think he commented. We will check out Work. So that will be maybe a little bit later on. Andy says that they love this. Very nice. Kaylee says, I really like this album a lot. It was 15 songs, but about half were their last few releases when Guangyo was in the military and re-recorded with Guangyo's vocals on them. Oh, okay. Very cool. Kala says, don't worry, the album got some more great songs for you to listen to for the first time. That is always true. That's always true. And yeah, he has an album listen is going to happen. LOL. I need your reaction to Sprout and the others. And Kyle says that, oh, Guangyo is back. Okay, cool. I didn't know if he went in or is out now. So appreciate the clarification. So very cool. Very cool. All right, Dang. Well, we'll do yours first since I know you're on the time zone clock here. So we'll check this one out, the one you linked to me. So we'll watch that. Guang Gil enlisted in the military September 24 and got out this year. Wow. Okay. Very cool. And this was his first release since coming back. Ah, that's awesome. Very sweet. Love that. All right, let's listen to Dangs, and then I will get into some of y'all's. If you just came in, if you have some stuff you would like me to catch up on, feel free to drop in stream chat. I will piecemeal them all together. So, very nice. All right, check this out. Oh, we're listening to BTS. Okay, nice. We will do a mix, yeah. Shit sounded good there. Time in the sun, that's creatures that made a home. To speak back in the place, there's beauty outside control. And we can go all night. Yeah, we can go all night. Yeah, we should go all night. All night. If you wanna be animal, he sounds great there.
So far, reach your color shot, anything's out. Now you see a whole lane full of animals. No numbers are takeable, no numbers are takeable.
All right, cool. Well, I would check out Fake Love, but I feel like I got a lot on the docket tonight. So, we checked out Like Animals from BTS. If you did not check out the Aryang video, I did post that a little bit earlier on YouTube, so that should be up now. So if you want to comment there, that would be sick. I did like this. This was good. I will say, I think I did, if I can remember my commentary from us checking out the album. I will say I feel like this one hit live. Definitely enjoyed that a ton. I feel like the vocals on this were incredible. I'll give a huge shout outs to Jin. I feel like I never give him enough love, but he sounded absolutely phenomenal this night. I'm sure he sounds phenomenal every night. They all sound really great, but I got to give a special shout outs to Jin because his voice is so like dynamically good, and like some of again like that is Dang put in the comments. Some of the ad libs were great too, but just like the projection in his voice sounded really good in this song. I also really enjoyed V. Obviously, V's my bias in BTS, but he sounded phenomenal as well. So I definitely like that. The stage setup was also really cool. I'm curious why they had like people standing out with like almost like big iPads. I thought that was a little interesting. But other than that, I feel like it was a really well-rounded song to hear live, and I think like the production on it was really good. From the like live mix and master, whoever's doing like that for their world tour, did a really good job. So I definitely like that, and honestly, it sounded pretty close to the record. I don't know if they have like a live band with them out on tour or not, but um it did sound kind of like it. So I without actually visualizing them, I can't really tell, but I did enjoy it. I feel like they performed this one really well, and I think it did click that I felt like this one would be a good live song, and I was not disappointed. So, very cool. Let's see. Sarah says, speaking of BTS tour, I'm evil now since El Paso got Dionysus as a surprise song. And Dang says, still not over a Babes hit. Ah, that's true. That's true. So, all right, cool. Well, if you are seeing the Aryang tour, good luck, have fun, enjoy, let us know. But very exciting. Very exciting. Good time to be a BTS fan. So very nice, very cool. I am gonna check out the next one. I think NMIXX was the last one I wanted to actually give a listen to, and so we have to check it out. I'm very excited. Dang says that they're going in July. Have a good time. Good, enjoy it. Let us know. Let us know. Let's see. It is Crescendo. Okay. Gungi says this new NMIXX song and video is more on the artsy side. Some say it sounds like a mix of Papillon and High Horse. I have my doubts you will like it on the first listen, but I really like it. And Sarah says that they're going in less than 2 weeks. Very nice. Enjoy. All right. We are checking out NMIXX's Crescendo next. So check it out.
No question, had to tell and value. 사라지는 배경, 단조로운 우주. 별빛은 silent quiet, 네 짙은 눈에 잠겨 날 괴롭히고 all day. 다 잊어버려 어느새. 너말 건데 crescendo, 꿈처럼 속삭여줘. 귓가에 velvet texture, 기꺼이 서로를 안고. 어두운 밤을 밝혀. Oh my God, out of control. 제 멋대로 heaven love. Took away my metronome. I'm deep and shallow, deep and shallow. 낭만적인 fairy
That's cool.
tale. Happy ending 아니라도
Wow.
서로를 선택할 운명이지. 누구의 허락 따윈 하나도 필요 없어. 다른 맘은 나야. 넘쳐나는 desire. Oh my God, out of control. 제 멋대로 heaven love. Took away my metronome. I'm deep and shallow, deep and shallow.
Cool second part of the chorus.
Now I can feel crescendo. 모든 걸 내게 줘도 아깝지 않은 나월. 기꺼이 서로를 안고. 어두운 밤을 밝혀. Oh my God, out of control. 제
Okay. Interesting. All right. This was NMIXX's Crescendo. If you're hanging out, thank you for hanging. Um, wow. Okay. This was very cool. I get what Gunky's saying now about like the artsier aspects of it. I thought this was good. I definitely feel like to me, I will definitely have to listen to the rest of this. I think this is part of a larger release. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Heavy Serenade. Okay, so that's coming out in 5 days. Yep. Sorry, I can't calculate. Um, I thought this was very interesting. I think to me, the MX always has interesting songs. I do like a lot of the stuff MX does. Obviously, some of their releases have been on my favorites of the year. I think FE 304 is one of my favorites. I think that one's going to be a tough release to beat for me from them. I did also really like their previous album that they just put out last year. That was incredible too. Um, but I feel like to me, this song specifically, I think kind of encapsulates this like almost indie-ish sort of feel to it. I've been noticing that with some K-pop groups. I don't know if this is necessarily like getting into that sort of trend of things, but I have noticed that about a few different songs. They've kind of had like this more like whimsical aspect to it, and I appreciate that. I feel like it kind of tailors out some of these like interesting like melody choices and stuff. So I definitely appreciate that a ton. Um, the vocals on this obviously are top notch. I feel like MX has some phenomenal vocals, and I feel like they've really highlighted them really well in this track. So I definitely love that a lot, and they used it. I feel like if I can compare like a previous song like Blue Valentine from last year, like I feel like they used their voices obviously in a more concise manner with Blue Valentine, where I feel like this time they were using their voices in more of an obscure but like a fun way. Like I feel like obscure obviously is usually a negative tonality, but I feel like obscure is always really fun. I like kind of like the oddities of what they are choosing to do with this song, and it does feel like a uh it does feel like it feels very creatively focused, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I thought this was very unique. Is very much an MX song in the way that MX songs go, certainly. But I am excited to check out the EP. I feel like that's probably what's gonna excite me the most. And I think if we're talking about it from like an artistic point of view, I definitely appreciate it. I think from a listening value, like I will say, I probably think this will grow on me certainly. But I did like a lot of the elements of it. I think, like I said, they've really encapsulated this really kind of whimsicalness to it that I just enjoyed. Like there was just some really good moments, and even like some of the like melodies and some of like the beat changes in the song. I think they did a really good job, and I have noticed at least from their past couple of releases, I feel like their like mix transition parts of the song are a little bit like less in your face, and I feel like it's almost like kind of like a gradual build in that aspect. So I do feel like they kind of, no pun intended, changed it up in that aspect. So I appreciate it. But yeah, really good stuff, really good stuff. So salutes to MX, of course. Very excited. Sindra, hello, thanks for coming through, appreciate you. Sarah says I really dig this one. Andy says that one is so good. Gunky did confirm the EP comes out next week. Very nice. Uni says an interesting piece. I'm still not sold on it, but for general listening, that's fair. Hey. Gunky says what I love about MX is that they are doing their own thing that is so different from other groups. Nobody else is doing what they're doing. I wouldn't disagree with that. And this song would not be a radio song, but it's a pre-release radio friendly song. I kind of figured that's what you meant. And I did do, yes, we did Zap, but we will check out Work. I feel like I might as well just put it on the list here at this point. So uh all right, cool. We will move on to the next one. It looks like Gunky was the first to input in the chat. we are doing Rescene, Runaway. I have liked a lot of the Rescene stuff, so I'm very excited that they have a new release. I didn't even know. So very nice. Kaylee says, "Okay, I'm gonna go. I have a final to finish. I am very tired. So have a good night, everyone." Kaylee, appreciate you. Best of luck. Hope you do well. Godspeed. Um, let us know how you do. So, all right, let's check out Runaway then. Good night, Dang. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. I'll answer you back after stream. Ooh. Love the guitar.
멈춰버린 시간 속 한치 앞도 할 수 없는 내일은 널 두렵게 해 아무것도 할 수 없던 me.
I'm digging this. This is really good.
심장의 떨림을 조차 우리만의 다른 여정을 찾았던 말 날 기대는 널 run away 돌아서 난 미워서 hold my hand 한동안 멀리 정림이야 you 푸른 빛을 따라 날 그랬던 게 don't know run away I run away I run away 난 빠를 때더 멀리 I run away I run away 끝을 넘어서 널 run away 하얀 채 진심을 삼켜내 매일 공허한 꿈속에 끝없는 미로 속 손을 잡아주기 끝을 넘어 let's break this band 날 흔드는 널 run away 돌아서 난 미워서 hold my hand 한 걸음 멀리 저 희미한 you 푸른 빛을 따라 그렸던 건 너 I run away I run 날 기대는 널 run away I run 돌아서 난 미워서 hold my hand 넘어서 널 run away 멀리 저 희미한 you 푸른 빛을 따라 그렸던 건 너 I run away I run away
That's such a great guitar riff. Holy shit. I'm digging. I'm digging. I'm digging. All right. Very cool. This was Rescene's Runaway. If you're hanging out for the catch up, appreciate you. Thanks for vibing. Best of love to all you. Let's see what we got here. Gunky says Rescene's so good. Sarah says this song's so good. I do love drum and bass. For real. Sindra says untouchable discography. Would also agree. Gunky says Rescene definitely one of the best 5th gen groups, at least to me. Kala says love the song. The dance is really cool too. Sindra says Minami becoming the best 5th gen all arounder. This was cool. I definitely liked this a lot. Sindra says there's also a rock live version on their channel. Ooh, I will have to check that out 100%. Like I said, I'm a sucker for a guitar sample, and I felt like this was really cool. I love the stylization that they used. It's kind of falling in that sort of like electron. I feel like a lot of the artists that I listen to more currently are doing a lot of that stuff. It's kind of got that like lo-fi guitar kind of flavoring to it that I really appreciate. Um, I appreciate kind of again the like two-hand tapping and like some of like the chord phrasings that they used in this. I thought this was I just thought it was super rad. And it's well works so well with this song. The drum and bass aspects of it also were really cool. I think it kind of again keeps that momentum of the song up in a really beautiful way. Chorus flawless, beautiful melody. And again, I think the way that they kind of have this sort of overarching like etherealness to their music, I I love that aspect of it. I think that that's really incredible. Um, so I appreciate that they have gotten that sort of tonality or at least identity to their music nailed down, because I think they've really have done it super well. I also really enjoyed like the vocal pop off. I'm almost positive it had to have been Nami at the end. She sounded incredible. Um, really crushing it there. But yeah, I think the song is like very, and I mean this in a really nice way. Like it is a very listenable song. I like this is a song I feel like I could put on and just enjoy. Like like I could enjoy it at any moment in my day, and like it would lift my spirits. So I appreciate that a lot. I think there are. I think sometimes, especially with different groups and stuff, like it's always like things where I'm like, oh man, it's just so chill, and I think it works well. And honestly, I would even argue to bet that people that aren't even really remotely into K-pop, I feel like would enjoy a song like this. So I feel like that to me is hands and shoulders above what I feel like it should be. So definitely enjoyed this one a lot. I will have to listen to this song again. It looks like it's just a digital single, so I will be beating the song into the ground tomorrow. So, so I'm very excited. Um, let's see what we got. Oh wow, okay. Gunky got all the photo cards of her from the album. Very nice. Gunky did confirm it was Minami. Very nice. And Sindra says, I've been rooting for Minami since MTG. Hey, let's go. Uni says, speaking of biases, we should check out the new Islet song if we have time. Hey, okay. I will. I've been seeing some stuff. I've been seeing some stuff about that on Instagram. And I'm like, damn, I should check that. I didn't even also know they had a new song out either. So end of April, like May has been kind of nuts. So I'm here for it. So all right, we are gonna move on to the next one. I know Sindra and also Unhee did the K Veets. So we're gonna check that out. I'm excited. So this is Catch My Breath. Let's check it out.
Let me catch my breath. That was next. Back it up to stats for me. Call me big F, you guessed me. Chill out with auto requests.
Oh, it's two songs. Okay. Oh, I got both. Thank you, Vinny.
Let me catch my breath. Did that what's next? Back it up, cause that's for me. Call me big up for you guys to me. Chill out with all the requests. Let me catch my breath. a drip with the carry on. Pull up in a black, move as a pack. I don't fit the criteria. Me, we shine like Eldorado. Almost keep us got to wear a poncho. Let me have the give it to me pronto. With Jurassic Raptor like Toronto. Let me catch my breath. Did that what's next? Pick it up cause that's for me. Come me pick half of your guess to me. Chill out with other requests. Let me catch my breath.
Okay, cool. This is Key Beats, hopefully. Very interesting. Is this the end of the song? No. I'll go back.
Let me catch my breath.
I guess it technically is, but
Let me catch my breath.
okay. Sorry, chat. I was like, did it end? But all right, cool. Key Beats. Okay. Key Beats AFAC. Huh. Interesting. All right. Is there somebody that we know in this group? There's definitely somebody that I know that I thought I knew who it was. I the name doesn't sound familiar, but like some of the faces, I was gonna say it definitely looked like I noticed some Island contestants. That's why I was like, some of these look really hella familiar. So, all right, cool. I was on to something. Okay, cool. Good to know. We will also check out Key Beats as well, the other song. So don't worry, Uni and Syndra. We'll check that one out after this since they're short. I don't. I'll be honest. This one, I think we have listened to something. I don't know if it's necessarily this group, like this set of group of people, but I know we did check out something in stream very recently, within probably the past couple months, um, where we checked out something similar to this. I think overall this was definitely an interesting song. I do like the beat. The instrumental was hard. I do appreciate that. Um, I think for me, I don't know. There was definitely some members, obviously, who were super strong in this song that I liked, but just overall, I'm just like, I don't know if it's maybe like I'm so used to like having things the way that they are. Like I'm used to maybe like it would have been cool if there was like some singing parts or something like that. I feel like this is just like the beat of it. I thought was pretty rad. I think overall I feel like it was kind of solid. I like I said, if this came on and I was to listen to it, I'd be rocking with it. But I do feel like at some parts like there is something where I was kind of hoping that it had just a little bit more oomph. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the energy of the song's good. I just feel like some of the delivery of the song was maybe like at an 8 when it could have been at like low nines, like 10. You know what I mean? Like if you're going for like more of a rap beat, I really want you to dig your teeth in. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that all of the members should have done that. I mean, obviously there's some good variation amongst them, but I feel like it's kind of missing that bite that I feel like is that I kind of expect. I feel like from like the rapping side of groups, like I'm sitting here, I'm like, some of the beats are cool. Some of like the wordplay was interesting. Some of the phrasing was really good. I just feel like it's just missing that it's missing that oomph that I'm like, ooh, like I'm putting that stank face on. I'm like, this is sick. Like I would listen to this again. I feel like they could have. I feel like it. I feel like they could have. I feel like some of the members could have went a little bit harder. If that's probably my personal preference. I understand that might not be everybody's preference, but I'm expecting the dogs to come out. Like I'm like, damn. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit hard given the beat, but overall, I didn't think it was too bad. I just would have expected a little bit more, little gusto. I feel like this is the best way I could line it up. So, um, very interesting. Sindra says Juan, Jian, and Yui. Very nice. Okay, that's what I thought. Very cool. Uni says they dropped a 2-track single. Key beats seem like more of an intro to me, and this seems like more of a main chorus, though. Supposedly they're considered dual title tracks. Interesting. Okay. Cinder says Jay Park and his More Vision girl group worked on this song. Okay, I could see that. Uni says I kind of like that it's more subdued. Okay. Fair enough. Kyle says I really like the idea of it. I think it would hit when in a certain mood, but I don't think it was. I do think it was missing like a different bridge or something that broke up the song, if that makes sense. That's fair. I could see it. I think we're all kind of collectively coming to a similar consensus to some degree, but we'll check out Key Beats since this one is also like a 2-minute song. So then I can get the full circle. So let's check it out. Okay. This is it. I'm feeling this.
Yeah, you know I gotta go. I check my wrist, I gotta glow. She's for the camera when it rolls. Boot in my cup, I spit some. With that news, I flow. Strapped in the spot and moving slow. Now what's your all you gotta know? Said I rock the show. Yeah, I can have the average try to talk. No one from Seoul to Tokyo. Pull up your game rodeo. Skip your body, dance tutorial. And party, gotta tell you, gotta choreo. Listen to my songs and I bless it. Sweet going hard, let's trap it.
Feel it.
Pretty little girls for the backstreet. Listen to my songs and I bless it. Sweet going hard, let's trap it. Didn't what I saw. Didn't go my wow. It's just to get mom, it's a fashion. Okay, this is how we roll. Yeah, just bounce that much we in control. Yeah, try that stuff so much, I need me on a bottle. Cruise in the building, so we body was spin and blow. I spend my life with no panic, Pop on a weed confetti, See what I bitch on my wrist, fine. I bet on my dirt on a ready, Sticking on the shot, they just wanna keep this fast, spin it in my brain. 난 자유형인 cause I'm freestyling. Only second much in Michael J. You know we've been ballin' much in Jordan now. Poppin' much in Michael Jordan. Yeah, okay, this is how we roll. Yeah, just bounce so much we in control. Yeah, drink that stuff so much, I need me on a bottle. Cruise in the building, so we might as well spin it. Yeah, okay, this is how we roll. Yeah, just bounce so much we in control. Yeah, drink that stuff so much, I need me on a bottle. Cruise in the building, so we might as well spin it.
Whew. All right. I'm getting Uni's comment. Uni, I gotta give a shout out to Uni. Deal with my shit tonight. They said, yeah, I wanted you to listen to this one first since they make more sense in that order. Yeah, listen. Sometimes I gotta come to my own. Sometimes I have to come to my own hard end, conclusions, and you're here to knock me on the head with the reason. So I appreciate it. Should have listened. This was what I was looking for. I will say I feel like, to me, like what Cinder was saying, like I do appreciate that they're the type of group that can do both, right? Like they're the type of group that can do the kind of more like juxtaposed sort of sounds, where like this was like what I kind of envisioned, and then the other song was also very good. Like I said, I now in hindsight I could say that I also enjoyed Catch My Breath as well, but I definitely feel like this one was a little bit more my pace, and that's fine. The rapping on this was fun. The beat was super sick as well. I think the beat in both songs were incredible. So shout out to whoever was doing the beats and the production for that. They did a great job with either one of those songs. But yeah, I really enjoyed the vibe with them. I feel like the hardened edge is a little bit more of what I can envision them doing. But the rapping was super cool. I also appreciate a lot of like the auto tune. They did it in like more of a tasteful way. I feel like when groups do that, I often appreciate that a lot more. This potentially could give me a little bit of hate. This is what I felt like. This is what I felt like I almost thought what Young Posse was going to delve into, but ultimately didn't. So I don't know if that's a very controversial statement to make, but if it is, I digress. But I honestly thought that I thought the Young Posse was kind of gonna delve into something like this and didn't opt to do it. So, um, so yeah, so I feel like they were picking up where I felt like they were gonna push off from. But either way, super sick. Um, enjoyed both songs, but I feel like Key Beats edges it out just a little bit. So very cool. Uni says it's all good. I appreciate it. Listen, sometimes I gotta learn, unfortunately, the hard way. Sarah says, "Oh shoot, that I'm seeing it. I should have requested Unchild. They're Stacy's little sister group. I did. I have been seeing a lot. I've been seeing a lot. I think I did follow them on Instagram. So very nice. Uni says, I'm gonna want longer songs for them going forward. I think 2 short songs showing off their variety is a very solid way to debut. I would agree. I feel like we probably will not, just given the nature of how things are, but yeah, we could hope that there will be longer songs in the foreseeable future. So, very cool. All right, Sarah, I'm moving on to yours next. If you have a preference between the ampersand one or the even one, let me know. I still have Xdinary Heroes, QWER. We're gonna be doing Andy's top had chosen top, Cal had chose Plave. So we still got a few more left. I've got them all cooking here on the notepad. So if you have a recommendation, still feel free to drop them in the comments here. So, all right, cool. Sarah, if you're here, I don't know. Let me know. Let me see if there's any other comments I missed here. Oh, Sarah says the Eyelid title track is not my fave, but the album is very good. Ooh, okay, very nice. All right, cool. Well, while Sarah deliberates, I'll move on to Andy's pick. We're gonna do top Studio 54. Very nice. Did we check? We didn't check this one out. Okay. I know we did check out top. So Desperado, that's what we checked out. Okay. All right. Let's check out Studio 54. Interesting song name. I don't know if that has any correlation to anything that he's done, but if there is, let me know the Easter egg. So let's check it out. Oh, that's it.
가기갈기 지켜 상처 많은 나의 fans 어머니처럼 날 걱정하던 내 ex-girlfriends 바다 구두에서 가벼워진 나의 fans I'm so sorry but I love 20대 big bang Say less 모두 다 털고 후훌라리고 상처엔 여고는 무질이 없고 소리쳐 만세 바비용 같아 뒤늦은 칼퇴 나 홀로 밝게 해방의 선포 광대지 저곳에 주파수 켜고도 고창병 no not too bad I've cut him off bang bang You know what I'm saying, boy?
Another mix showing his Da Vinci smart.
여긴 어때 내리지 볕에 험한 생각 관념을 벗어내 절대적인 온도의 형태 어때 여긴 어때 여긴 어때 내리지 볕에 험한 생각 관념을 벗어내 절대적인 온도의 형태 어때 여긴 어때
내 토끼고 아주 빵빵한 이야기꾼 살짝 열어볼까 판도라 상자 속 잡동사니고 내 토끼고 길이 달라 볼리 던지고 완전 보내버린 소비지 던지고 눈을 감고 뒤자 잊히고 눈이 들고 미쳤어 Dirty song, they just ruin my soul That's what
Wow.
I got great
Interesting transition. Okay.
Dirty song, they just ruin my soul That's what I got great new moon inspiration Dirty song, they just ruin my soul That's what I got great new moon inspiration Dirty song, they just ruin my soul That's what I got great new moon Dirty song, they just ruin my soul That's what I got great new moon inspiration Dirty song, they just ruin my soul That's what I got great new moon 완전 미쳤어
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll go back to the stop here. All right, cool. This was Top's Studio 54. Interesting. First of all, long ass song. I gotta give him the credit. This is a very long song, so I'm here for it. Syndra, yes, only one for now. I try to get through everybody at least once and then go from there. So sorry, apologies on not reading that sooner. Looks like Kala answered it as well too. So Gunky says this is interesting. Uni says, "Wow, what?" Andy must have made the laugh emoji when I got to the middle of the song. Uni says so unique. Andy says this has been on repeat for me. Oh wow, okay. And the actress in the MV is Nana from After School and Orange Caramel. Very cool. I love that. Gunky says interesting for sure. Kala says interesting, but not in a bad way. Syndra says all good. Andy says MV is a mixture of two songs from his new album, Studio 54, and Another Dimension, Holy Dude. Very interesting. I had seen his album pull up on my Spotify recommended, so I might actually have to potentially listen to this one. I know Desperado I was not as much of a fan of. I feel like this one was one that I enjoyed more. The beat was really cool. I feel like Top definitely sounded a lot better in the song. Not only I think from like the vocal perspective, but I also enjoyed his rapping a lot more in this one. I think he was a lot more aggressive, a little bit more in your face. I feel like it's something that I attribute more with like the way that he kind of did some of his verses and stuff throughout his career with Big Bang. And so I feel like to me, I feel like he harnessed a lot of that energy, which I appreciate. But yeah, overall, I thought this was very interesting. That like the in between section, like I was fucking messed up. Like that definitely was an interesting switch up, and then the way that they transitioned it back into the song wasn't really a transition, I would say, but I feel like it somehow made its way back to where it should be. But yeah, overall I thought they were both very unique tracks. Like I said, Studio 54 was a good, I felt like was pretty vibey. I was enjoying it. I assume the other one was just a little bit more, was the Other Dimension song. So I feel like that one was a little bit crazier. It was interesting that he mixed the two songs together for the MV. I feel like that's not uncommon, but was an interesting choice nonetheless. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the verdict is still out on me for this one. Like I said, I feel like it was definitely more enjoyable than I feel like Desperado. But I think it was I think that was interesting. I think it was interesting. There's a lot of interesting lyrical tonalities as well too, like what Dang's saying, I've cut them off, bang bang, you know what I'm saying, boy, like I don't know if he's trying to cause some beef or not, but and I'm not gonna be in the middle of it either, uh yeah, I don't know. Very interesting song. I feel like this one is like that. God, I can't even think of it. God, if it comes back to me, I'll remember it. But overall, not bad. Very very interesting standpoint. So Ding says walking away from you feels kind of sweet. Interesting. Yeah. Can't comment on it, but either way, very interesting. All right, we are keeping this train moving. Thank you, Andy. I will have to check out the album. If you have a favorite from the album, let me know. I'll check that out. Gunky says he couldn't be talking about a certain former member. He could. Who knows? All right, we've got the next one. Sarah has elected to do the ampersand one. Hopefully we'll get to do the even one a little bit later too. But they are on tour, or will be going on tour in the US. So if you have an opportunity to go see them, I feel like I got to give them that plug. This may be out by the time they're already here or have been here already, unfortunately, but very excited. Let's check out God next. Good pre-chorus.
And up we roll. Only one shot, that's how we act. 그렇네. 솟구치는 flame 전방에 직진. Tiptoe in the darkness, pray for your hands are fine. 안주기에 빛이 내려왔기에 네 보이게 힘을 주니 I'm taking flight. Way, 승리가 확실해. Way, 내가 해냈지. 기대도 않던 내가. Got you in my aim, one shot all it takes. Oh, I go. 비켜놨던 나를, 무시했던 나를, 지켜왔던 날들, 치열했었던 싸움을. I'm no underdog, so I put on that.
Chorus hits.
know that you're praying
So sick. So sick. This is hard. I like this. I like this. I like this. Oh, damn, that chorus. That chorus smacks. I love that. All right, very sick. This was Ampersand1. God. Thank you, Sarah, for recommending this one. A couple comments. Callus says, we love it. Gunky says, for some reason, this reminds me a little bit of Kingdom. I could see that. I could see that. I think it's the traditional instrumentation. So, Jazz says the chorus is so catchy, very nice. And Jazz says I was going to see them again, but my stop sold out in like 10 minutes. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, well, hopefully, maybe you might be able to get one on resale. Honestly, I feel like there's a chance. There's a chance. I'll bless the stream for you. Cal says, God, that was great. I would agree. Pun intended. Guggy says, yeah, probably that. This was awesome. We have covered a couple different Ampersand1 releases, but I feel like this one is probably the one of the more notable ones that I've listened to. Chorus was great. I think that is gonna get stuck in my head for quite a bit. The hook on it, the melody choice, like everything about that chorus just is so nice. I also loved a lot of the traditional instrumentation, that guitar, nylon string guitar. I thought that was really incredible. The way that they utilized it and kind of had that sort of I don't want to say Latin flair to it, but definitely kind of. I feel like anytime you incorporate nylon string guitars, I feel like in my head I'm like, oh yeah, it kind of has that sort of vibe to it. But really love that. I also love the space in the song. I think the cool thing about it is the way that that guitar sounds and how it's kind of in that sort of mid to high range treble sound, and then you get those cool 808s and bass movement in the song. I think it has a lot of great space to it, and even some of the rhythm parts kind of pulling in and out of the song really makes the song feel really dynamic. So I absolutely love that. I think this song would go hard 100%. If they are not performing this one live, I would be hard pressed. But I think this song definitely has a sort of live perspective to it, and I absolutely love that song aspect to the song. Excuse me. And the final thing I'll say, and this is probably a huge positive, I feel like this song would go really hard as an anime opener. I don't know if I know other K-pop groups have had that as anime openers for songs, but honestly, I could see this hitting at the beginning of a brawler, or kind of a no pun intended, but a fighting god, kind of anime show, right? You know what I mean? So I could see it. I could see it. I as I was listening to that song, I feel like that procked into my head a little bit. So I listen. I have no rights over Ampersand1 songs, but I feel like it would hit. It would hit. So very nice. Gunky says I'm gonna have to start multitasking soon. My basketball team is about to start. You're on a basketball team? That's crazy. I don't even know how you're playing basketball and watching a stream. That's kind of nuts. Going up and down the court, kind of wild. So good on you, Gunky. Appreciate you for I know it's not you playing, but I could laugh. Could make a good joke. All right. We're moving on. The next one we've got is Jazz has recommended Gravity, so we're gonna check out Awake. I assume that's the one on the screen here. So Gunky Cal says no. Gunky's holding the stream in one hand and shooting the other. Yeah, I know, daggers, shooting daggers. I just envision it now. You know, Gunky's getting ready. He's just hearing me commentate, and then he's with the fadeaway. You know, fadeaway jumper from behind the arch. You know, I can't envision it now. Oh, that's awesome. All right, Very cool. We're gonna keep it moving with Gravity's Awake. Let's check it out. I'm definitely awake now. This intro is gorgeous.
Awake, alone. 내 시선이 멈춰선 곳. Your eyes were closed. 위태롭게 또 걷고 있어. No matter where we are, no matter what it takes. 새벽은 찾아와. We are still underground. 떠오른 태양이 breathing into the light. Now I'm reaching for the fire. 이 결기는 higher. 이제는 pick up my pieces. Yeah. 눈이 먼다 해도 오래. 뜨겁게 번진 white lightning. 끊임없는 rising. 이제는 멈추지 못해. Ay, burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Eyes on it, I want it, I
Ooh,
want
great
it.
chorus. Wow.
Eyes on it, I want it. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Yeah, 조용히 움직여. Solo the end now. 안 돼가 막 can't see no finish line in my design. Fight me, 승부니를 깊숙이 날 물어. Fight me, 매일 나를 새롭게 만들어. Keep the blood dripping never slightly. Cold blooded, we be looking quite enticing. No
That was
matter
hard.
where we are, no matter what it takes. 새벽은 찾아와. 견뎌낸 심장이 다시 또 깨어나. Nothing can stop us now.
What in Constantine?
Now I'm reaching for the fire. 이 열기는 higher. 이제는 pick up my pieces. Yeah. 눈이 먼다 해도 오래. 뜨겁게 번진 white lightning. 끊임없는 rising. 이제는 멈추지 못해. Ay, burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Eyes on it, I want it. Eyes on it, I want it. Eyes on it, I want it. This is the greatest awakening. Eyes on it, I want it, everything. Yeah, I get what I want, it's in front of me. Running around, I can go for eternity. Reaching for the fire. 이 결기는 higher. Look at me, I'm going crazy. Yeah, 새로 태어난 emotion. 뜨겁게 번진 white lightning. 끊임없는 rising. 이제는 멈추지 못해. Ay, burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Eyes on it, I want it, I'm wide awake. Eyes on it, I want it. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up.
Wow. Okay. This song is hard. This was so cool. All right. Very nice. This was Gravity's Awake. I am for sure awake. I have to feel like I have to get the commentary out of the way. Were they priests? Were they priests? And also, is that a first? I don't feel like I've ever seen an MV where they're priests. Like, I don't think I've ever seen any K-pop being like, you know what? What about priests? Should we do we should do priests? You know, like interesting concept. I'll give them the award for thinking that priest would be a good option for them. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't know if I'll see it again, honestly. And that's no offense to people that are religious before I get screamed at. I don't know. Just a interesting choice. That was like my first thought that floated in my head throughout watching the MV. And then also like the one member like sticking out the like the torch, and there was like a demon like snake monster coming towards them. I just thought like, man, that's like ripped straight out of like Constantine, you know? Serum. Okay. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate it. It was giving Constantine. If for those who know, if you've seen that movie, Keanu Reeves classic right there. That was my other thought as well. I was like, damn. I'm like, if only Keanu had gravity years ago, he could have defeated those demon monsters. Anywho, besides my hilarious commentary on priesthood, I I thought the song was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I think this is probably, dare I say, probably one of the best Gravity songs I've heard in a hot minute. And that's not to say Gravity don't got some good songs. They do, for real. But I felt like this song to me was just everything that I've loved about this group. We have covered them in the past. We cover a lot of their comebacks and things. But just, man, this song was so good, super catchy. The chorus, like, hits. It hits like on multiple levels. The vocals on it were really phenomenal as per usual. I think it's got a catchiness to it. It's got a great hook. The rapping section in the second verse was phenomenal. Back to back, just dubs. So I love that. Super dynamic. Obviously proving why they're such a fantastic boy group. And then at the end, you got like those powerhouse vocals at the end. It was just like truly like one of those songs where I was just like, it just continues to get better and better. Like as the song kind of progressed, I was just like, I just leaned into it more. I enjoyed it more. Like obviously I was making my jokes about the MV itself, but the song was just like the constant reminder that this is an absolutely banger song. And if you have not checked out Gravity, I would highly recommend giving this song a listen because it is a heater for sure. So, one of my favorites of tonight, 100%, without a doubt. It was so good. So please go check out Gravity. If I haven't already mentioned that already, they're awesome. So thank you, Jazz. Callus says amen from earlier. Everyone's like, yes. Andy said LOL. Hit me with a laughing face. Uni says LMAO. It really be like that. That's crazy, but it was good. It was good nonetheless. It will make me remember. I feel like it will make me remember that this song is an absolute fucking banger of a song because I will remember this MV in my blood. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just remember it so well. But either way, very cool. Thank you again, Jazz. Always bringing to light the Gravity Boys, and we love to see it. So, good job. All right, we are keeping it moving here with the we are on a boy group kick. We hit a couple boy group moments here, and I'm here for it. Speaking about another boy group, we were checking out Plav's Born Savage, which we haven't checked out Plav in a hot minute, but I'm excited. So let's check this out. Let's see. Kala says this is a direct continuation from their last MV. Okay. And Gunky says just a few. So, all right, let's go. I'll focus. Lock it in. Love that chromatic descending melody.
you are savage. Yeah, we go straight to the top. Here we are, no time to hesitate. 부정할 수 없지는 because I'm true. I was for savage. The power oozes, take a body, 눈을 거슬러. I'm never falling down. 흩어진 듯 전부 다 깨졌어. I'm never falling down. 혼돈의 빛은 그 눈을 감아 세상에 답을 외친다. For savage. 갈망하는가 그 눈을 떠봐 세상에 답을 외친다. For savage.
Oh wow. Damn. That's sick. I love Marvel's Endgame. Sorry, that was a terrible. Very nice. All right, this was Plave's Born Savage. Very nice. Captain, stop. Avengers Assemble. Listen. Once I saw, I couldn't unsee it. Man, I got the jokes tonight. I'll tell you what. I'm cooking. I'm here for it. I thought this was sick. First of all, MV, gorgeous. Chef's kiss. I feel like a lot of the Plave MVs are just fire. So I gotta give them a lot of credit because I feel like they really put their whole effort into it. So I love seeing that. Gunky says, but are they good jokes? Nope. I honestly, all my jokes are terrible. So, and I have admitted it, and I probably will continue to admit that I have terrible jokes. So, I don't really care. I enjoyed this song a lot. I feel like the vibe of it was super sick. I think it meshed up super well with the MV, of course. But I will say, like, the music on the song was just incredible. I love like that really cool kind of like bass riff going on in the song and just like the dynamics of it. There was one section in particular that I really enjoyed. I think it was in the first chorus, and I did point it out, but I really loved like the melody in that chorus. I thought it was so cool. And then they had like in the back somebody doing an opposing like melody, and they were doing kind of like a chromatic descending melody, and it kind of clashed in the sense of like there was like a little bit of vocal dissonance between the two meeting, and I like that. I feel like you don't hear that too often in K-pop, so hearing that little bit of dissonance really like kind of piqued my interest, and I really loved that a lot. I know it was like probably only like a 5-second part of this 5 to 10-second part of the song, but it really did make a large impact on my listening. I think it, if anything, helped me kind of lock in more and really listen to the song more intently. So I gotta give them a lot of credit for that. But as well, they're incredible. Like they have like an incredible group of singers and like rappers in the group. So I do really appreciate that a ton. But yeah, this was super sick. I feel like a lot of the Plave songs I enjoyed. I enjoyed the last one we listened to. It's been a hot minute, like I said, since we've listened to Plave, but I did enjoy this a lot. This is so damn good, and honestly, I feel like I feel like they deserve a lot of love. So kudos to them. They did an absolutely bang up job on this one. It was great. So Uni says, I'm still not into the whole virtual idol thing, but damn, the music's good. Gunky says they feel the same way. Sindra says, did they check out OWIS? I have not. I don't believe that I have checked them out, Sindra. So we may have to check them out. Kaz says, fair. I like the idea that they can protect their identities, but I could see how some people might not vibe with the visual and all that. I think to me, and I think I have talked about it with Plave because I know we've covered a good bit about Plave stuff, and I'll tangent for a smidge. I think to me it's always really cool, like as someone someone obviously you see me talking, right? Like I feel like the anonymity aspect of it is cool. Like they can go live their normal lives and like not have to be like subjected to that. I think that I think that is cool. Obviously I am not nearly talented enough to be in a virtual group, but I feel like the idea of it would be really interesting. But I also feel like as well, it's like, I feel like it's a catch-22. Like I think there's definitely certain positives, there's certain negatives to it, but I think as long as it's something that I think that they're happy with at the end of the day, like they're proud of what they've made and what they've accomplished. I genuinely don't think that anybody's opinion should matter, unfortunately. And I think that's to me like why I ultimately do this. It's like if I'm content and I'm cool with continuing doing this, like whether it's my face or not, like I think that that's something that people have to live with. And at some point, and obviously maybe it might keep them from doing it, keep them doing it longer, right? They're not having to like maintain the upkeep of looking a certain way, right? Like their character can be altered in some sort of way. So I don't know, I see both sides of the coin. I don't, like I said, I don't have any disrespect for people who who don't like it. I could definitely see other people's point of view on that as well. So very interesting. Uni says, I feel while I don't connect with it personally, I definitely understand and respect why they do it. That's fair. Sindra says, OWIS, Genie, X, NMIXX, Adora, Ryu, Sujung, Lovely's, Lee Suyun, Produce 101, Lee Hyen of Produce 101, formerly creative director of Kiss of Life. Okay. Very interesting. All right, we'll have to check it out. All right, cool. We're gonna keep it moving here. Also motion capture idols. Wow. Okay. Very nice. Cool shit. All right. Let's check out. We do have Xdinary Heroes up here, so I feel like it is calling me, drawing me in. So let's check that out. I know that was on our list to listen to, so let's give it a listen. Ooh. Okay. Going for that more synth forward sound. Nice.
I know it's
Christ. Wow.
I know it's obvious 언젠간 다 흩어져 버린대 So I've been never gone Never really gone Till I fall 아득한 우주의 끝에서 I wanna find 가장 빛나는 법을 I'm gonna say it I know it's obvious 언젠간 다 흩어져 버린대 So I've been never gone Never really gone
Ooh, cool vocal effect. I like that. That was a clean transition too. All right, very cool. This is Xdinary Heroes Voyager. If you're joining for the catch-up stream, appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Let's see what we got here. A couple comments. Callis says eating well tonight. I would agree. There's been a lot of good shit tonight, so y'all, kudos to y'all. Y'all have been killing it. Gunky says Xdinary has been teasing for a while. I was gonna say, yeah, we have been waiting. Sidra says that lineup is cracked. Gunky says this is so good. I love their songs and this one as well. And says that Xdinary Hero never misses. And as well, I love the drumming the most in this one. The drumming was incredible. I love a lot of the double bass push. I think that's super sick. This gives me a little bit of nostalgia. Obviously, I've talked in length about my alternative years, and I still listen to alternative all the time. So I wouldn't say that I've grown out of that phase in my life. Probably will never grow out of that phase, unfortunately. But this kind of reminds me a lot of, so there's this one band in the scene. They're still making music. Kudos to them. Shout out to them as well. There's this band called Icy Stars. I think they're originally from Ohio. But they were like one of the first groups that kind of, along with some other groups like the Devil Wears Prada, Attack, like some of those groups that got me really into like electronic core is the genre. But this kind of gives me a lot of, like, I would say early like Icy Stars like tonality to it. They were kind of doing this maybe more or less without the screaming aspect, at least for Xdinary Heroes in the sake. But musically in a similar sort of pathway. So I feel like I had this nostalgia for the song that I've never listened to before. So I love that. Maybe I'll have to show off some early Icy Stars to give you a little bit better of a perspective on it. But I really love the song. I feel like Xdinary Heroes could like sing the dictionary and I would be like, hell yeah, this sounds sick. I love it. You know, like they have such a really cool they have a really cool way of like putting together like a lot of beautiful phrasings. Like the chorus in this song, really good, really like dynamic. I love it. I think the vocals sit in the mix super well as well. And I think a lot of the instrumentation is kind of built around how dynamic those voices are, and I appreciate that. Like whether it comes from like that really awesome like synth tone that they use in the song, how prevalent it is. I love that. It's kind of that like that anchoring point in this song. I think it really works out. Like the guitar work meshes up really well with like a lot of the rhythm of the track, like the way that the kind of the guitars are strummed out really fit with like a lot of the way that the drumming is played in the song. So I appreciate that. Vocally, I feel like they don't, I genuinely can't think of a song where I feel like they vocally have missed for me. This as well included as well. I just think that they've got incredible voices, and as much as I love JYP, I feel like they have done a phenomenal job of really highlighting all of the members that can sing, but as well as that, I feel like really working them into the song to make them, utilize the best possible way that they could sing in the song. So I think they did a phenomenal job there. But yeah, this is a great song. Like I said, I probably put this amongst my favorite Xdinary songs. There's a lot of Xdinary songs that I have loved over the years, covering them. But this one's so cool, and I appreciate that with like every comeback, they always bring something different to the table. Obviously, their influence from a wide range of musical backgrounds. So it's cool to see them all kind of collectively come together and make something super fun and unique. So salutes to Xdinary Heroes. Again, hope to get the opportunity to see them and not be busy. So I will I will keep my fingers crossed to see them soon. So very nice, very nice. All right, well, enough of y'all have been asking for me to do this, so we'll check out the new Billlie work. I feel like we got to do it because I did really enjoy Zap. So very nice. Cal says still mad at my car for breaking down right before. Oh no, listen. You're giving my Lucy moment. I feel like if I only knew Lucy, damn, I would have done it. But all right, very cool. We're gonna check out Billie's work, the performance video, of course. So let's check it out. Ooh.
All my girls, come on. Yeah. 입어 pop skip touch. 말 대신에 보여줘 with the guns. 쓸데없는 건 double cross. 그냥 내 뜻대로 해 got a hunch. 마주 once get zone. 비하기는 싫어 차라리 나 speed up. When it's like going far the window. Ready for my life. 나의 감 일어나. Get to the drama. No cap. Take it or leave it. Like that. 원하면 get it. On track. I'm set. Lip gloss making fuss. Cause I'ma make it work. Yo doubt 전부 cause I'ma make it work. Better work. Keep on gotta run. I know I better work. I'ma make it work. Know I better work. 그림대로 할게. Know I better work. 그래 나도 누구처럼 그래 밀어내고 자주 피해 그래서 뭐 señorita 나대로 잘 살아 You don't know me it is real 작은 죽음개도 slick까지 내가 하면 kick When I do it let it know it like this 한 발 더 두 발 더 kick 오늘 상처도 되는 cold twist Baby 이마저도 나인 걸 see it like that Push it back like this Kiss got my race 깨지고 다칠수록 단단해져 like a tool 나도 I never fix Make it move, make it prove That's my style Lip gloss making fuss
Hey.
I'ma make it work Yo doubt 전부 cause I'ma make it work Better work Keep on gotta run I know I better work I'ma make it work know I better work 그림대로 할게 know I better work I'ma make it work know I better work 같이 내도 work know I better work Yeah I'm a find my flaws 절벽을 넘어서 훅 뛰어발리는 light 더 멀리로 와줘 왜 나도 wanna do 가져도 wanna more I know that it's time for us Come on make it work Come on make it work Better work Stand up gotta run I know I better work I'ma make it work know I better work that 그림대로 할게 know I better work
This hits. This was it. This was heat. I'm here for it. All right, this was Billie's work. God damn, man. They popped off with this one. I love it. This was unexpected. Honestly, I feel like after after listening to Zap, this makes much more sense now. So I feel like collectively I'm understanding it more. So Sindra says work is the title track for me. Hey, fair. That's fair. Cal says love the outfits. Sindra says Moonsua worked on the lyrics for this one. Hey, shout outs to Moonsua. We love him. Sindra says finally Mystic utilized Moonsua and Seon's rap more, and Suyun and Harem's bridge. That was really good. I did like the bridge. He says, "Sound now you understand my comment." Now, definitely not a song for me. Hey, fair enough. Andy says, "I like this one more than the first one we listened to from them." Yeah, this one was heat. I definitely like this one a lot. The beat was super fun. I love that kind of like runway-esque feel of the song. I gotta give it again, similarly to Syndra, like the Moonsua Seon rap section was so good. They crushed it. I loved it. And Suyun and Harem just are incredible vocalists. So I was not really surprised that I enjoyed them as well. Great split off. I feel like this had like a little bit of those vocal moments, which you love to see, but also had like a lot more of that like stronger rap dynamic, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I think like the best way that I could describe this song was it was kind of given a little RuPaul Drag Race, if you know what I mean. You know, like definitely has that sort of like runway like type vibe to it. And so I definitely love that. I will say in this in the category of songs that are named work, I feel like they absolutely were in fact working with this one. So I love that. So yeah, this seems like a very varied album. I am gonna have to check this one out because I am curious to check out the rest of the songs on the release. But damn, this was great. I'll be vibing. I'll be vibing. So I love it. Syndra says the other B-sides are peak. Billlie, especially Secret No More, TBD, and Beyond Me. Ooh, okay. I'll have to drop some info in the Discord. So of the ones that I liked. But yeah, I feel like this one could not. I don't know if this one would be saved for the album stream potentially, unless y'all want me to check it out on stream. I'll do it, but I feel like Billie's like one of those groups that I like. I'm like, yo, I gotta check it. But great stuff, awesome. All right, let's see what we got. We got a few more left here on my notepad. Let's check out NMIXX. We did check out. I know we have checked out some songs from them. So am excited. Yeah, we checked out Beatboxer. I did like Beatboxer. All right, cool. Looks like the one that was recommended was NMIXX. So let's check it out. It came out a little over a week ago. So Udi says, I'm still forming my opinion on the album, but after the first listen was all pretty good. Ooh, okay. Gunky says the hype man, the B-side is amazing. Ooh, okay. I have to peep as well. So, all right, let's check out NMIXX. NMIXX.
집어먹는 crackers 내가 구속 혼자서 freestyle 과감히 드러내 I don't act right 내리게 한방 날려 punchline 우리도 friend 내가 나를 브랜디 정해진해서 앞에 나 셀레 틱틱 touch focus and 나는 맘을 따라 now go go 이래라 저래라 wait a minute I don't wanna fake it 굳이 무리 안해 처음엔 얼음 이런저런 우리만아 누구 따라가진 않아 내 믿음이 내가 내놓은 말은 Gonna show you do it Gonna show you Gonna show you do it When a man I get rowdy Yeah, I don't like it Like that typical Just feel it When a man is gonna know me No matter what keep vibing Like not typical Keep on Not typical CPO 음치키 오늘 gonna kick drum nigga time nigga를 기분 so freaky 끌린 대로 run it tweak it 알고 있던보단 찾아 real 재미 그게 더 fancy This is us Gonna show you do it Gonna show you how Gonna show you do it You know me when I'm menace I get rowdy The etiquette I don't like it Like not typical Just feel it when I'm menace 그건 나 me No matter what you vibing Like not typical Keep on watching Gonna break it And we like it Like not typical 내 vibe에 나 맞춰 move And it's cool 나만의 rule to do it Groove it 자유롭게 cruise it Do it my way Don't need to prove it Let me beat, let me beat, let me beat, let me beat, let me You know me But the menace I get rock The etiquette I don't like it Like not typical Just feel it But the menace 그건 나 me No matter what keep vibing Keep on watching Gonna break it And we like it Like This the realness Never prove it Let me do it Like Not typical
I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna hit us with another core. I thought they were gonna refresh the chorus again. I'm a little sad by that. I thought for sure they were leading in. Damn. That was good. I was vibing with that. I'm a little disappointed, honestly. That would have been sick. All right. Well, this was NMIXX. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Cal says they keep getting better. Gunky says they got their first music show win today with this song. Very nice. Congrats. Very nice. We'd love to see it. Andy says so good. And Gunky said they should have made it over 3 minutes. That's what I was saying. Like, I thought for sure they were going to do another chorus. So I was a little surprised. Uni says I agree. They could have kept that going for another 5 more minutes. And I would be disappointed. I was going to say, listen, NMIXX has to bring out the director's cut, you know? The Snyder cut. Anyway, terrible joke. But Guggy says you need to hear the B-side. It's got the video game sounds. Hey, let's go. We love to see those. That chiptune vibes. Here for it. This was great. I will agree with Kala's comment. I feel like every time we've checked out NMIXX, I've been like, damn. They're a group that was working their asses off. Not to say that any, if not all, groups aren't doing that already. But man, this was so much fun. The energy for the song just like is immediate, and it just kind of keeps that bar at a steady level throughout the entire song. I absolutely adore the chorus. I think the chorus was so good. I love the dynamics of it. I think to me, like, just really kind of harnessed a lot of that great energy of the verses. I think to me, like, that first verse, I was like, ooh, this is good. Then we got to the pre-chorus, I was like, ooh, it's getting better. Then we got to the chorus, and I was like, damn, this is hitting. And then once we got through the cycle again, it was just really, really well orchestrated. I like the rap section from verse 2. I thought that was really hard. They did a fantastic job as well. But I feel like, to me, like, this group has great rap members, great vocalists, and I feel like they kind of come together in a really fun and unique way. You know, I feel like JYP really knows how to work his magic with the groups he has. And I say that biasly as a Twice fan, but to me, I feel like this is just really incredible. I'd imagine, like, again, I haven't seen the live performance of this, but this one seems like very much one of those songs that just would perform super well live. It has that type of dynamic. The choreography is super sick. So I imagine that just kind of is just amplified even more so in the live perspective. So great song. I holy shit, this is awesome. So I feel like anytime every time we've listened to them, I've always been like, damn, this is good. I like this. So kudos to them. Very cool. Callus says, I must have dreamed that we did a deep dive on them because I thought we had already. We have not. I feel like we have done a ton of them on stream, but I don't know if we've actually officially covered them. So we can officially cover them at some point if y'all would like. Dougie says, I'm loving all the JYP boy groups. Yeah, I was gonna say you're the next Z, kickflip. So I see it. Stray Kids, yeah. Guggy says, but the dancing is still the best part of this group. Guggy says we do need to watch the Nizzy Project season 2 that formed them. We could. So very nice. All right, we are going to check out another one that's on the screen here. I know Sarah had recommended Even's Back Talk, so we might as well continue on with the boy train here and check out Even. So let's give it a listen.
You know all the past times, blindly slide, 저긴 나의 cool vibe, true life. It's time to rise up, yeah. 복귀는 없어 계속 들이받아 pave a new way. Better, 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 better. 손가락질 비슷해다 better, 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 better. better 버려진 breaking back talk. 가끔은 그게 날 조여줘. 난 보는 듯이 부서져. Complexity 숨겨 너의 ID. Keep it going 좀 작업까지 날 막아줘. Oh my 고장났어 boom 탈락했던 나란 loser. You're so goofy but I'm gonna sense. 백지부터 다시 do my thing smiling face. Boom plan stages I'm never changed. More cream more again. 깨어났던 해파리랑 we go our own way. 더 이상 없어 go 빚은 것도 again. 별말로 패도 난 못 느껴 pain. Get ready set and go. Better, 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 better. 손가락질 비슷했다 better, 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 better. better 버려진 freaking better. 가끔은 그게 날 조여줘. 난 보는 듯이 부서져. Complexity 숨겨 너의 ID. Keep it going 저 작업까지 날 막아줘. Spin it up 부시는 머리 위에 봐. 파란 머리결 이제 fabulous. It was high but climbed alone. 빗틈에서 일관된 기자. 누군 말해줘 들이모드니 내 법규 I don't care. 실컷 떠들어봐라 뒤져봐도 우린 유일무이. 복귀는 없어 계속 들이받아 pave a new way. Better, 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 better. 손가락질 비슷했다 better, 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 better. better 버려진 freaking better, 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 better. 써버렸다 freaking better. 맘대로 되는 게 없는 world. 발버둥 치는 게 답인가.
Wow, that was sick. Okay, I'm here for it. All right, this was Even's Back Talk. Very nice. Sarah says, I'm lurking on mute, so I have to just say how sick it is that Even shaded Wake One and Yue in this song. Hell yeah, everyone hates Wake One and Yue. That's actually sick. I'm here for it, you know. The disrespect. I mean, listen, if your song is called Back Talk, I feel like the shade is out, you know. Wake One does suck. Yeah. I mean, we cover their groups, but some of their groups, but I feel like, listen, they deserve the love still. The company does not deserve the love. And I'll say that with my chest, for real. But this was great. I thought this was really cool. It's I feel like this is not me trying to single out Sarah, but like I it's so cool to me like how familiar I get with like chat over the years. Obviously it brings a lot of gratefulness of course as well. But like it's so cool to know like when people submit, yes, people send these songs or we do like chaos or whatever, like I'm just like, oh yeah, this is like so Sarah coded, you know what I mean? And like I feel like people that are in the comments are like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But like I appreciate like the communal aspect of it. So when I mean that in a very loving way. This one feels like a very Sarah coded song, and I'm not surprised because they recommended it, certainly. But this is cool. I like kind of like that crunchy, like really distorted, like synth tone. I think that works out really well with the song. But I think it also contrasts the song in a really nice way because like the members of Even have really great, gorgeous voices. So I think the contradiction between like those really aggressive synth tones and their voices, I think were really cool. I also like how it contrasts with like on the ensemble vocals as well. I thought that was also awesome as well. But yeah, I feel like this one was definitely more of like one of those hype songs. Certainly, I know I've been saying that a lot throughout my commentary for some of these songs tonight, but like this one also feels like one of the ones that just like seems like would have a ton of great like crowd engagement as well. It just kind of screams for that sort of vibe, especially with like a lot of again those like gang group vocals. I could just imagine like them performing that. I can imagine people in the crowd, you know, saying that back as well. So that's really cool. But yeah, this one was fun. Like I said, I have enjoyed a lot of the Even songs that we listened to over the years as well. There's definitely some Even songs that I've enjoyed a ton. I would probably put this in the category of like I enjoyed this one. It's probably not one of my favorite Even songs, but I will say the song itself was incredibly written, and I feel like the composition was really fun as well too. So no hate to Even, but definitely like one of those songs that I'm like I would need to see this one perform live to take it all in. So very cool. All right. Let me see what else I've got. It looks like I've got QWER and Islet. So I think we'll do Islet. I'm excited to check this one out. So we'll give this one a listen. We'll see what it's about. I think it's me, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm also trying to find this like this other artist as well. So I'll have to look it up in the in between. But all right, cool. Let's check out Islet's It's Me.
It's me. It's me. Me. It's me. Hey, just see I'm your fave. I get not hilarious, so my. 수수한 걸 let your deal, why. 디스패스랑 ain't no joke, can. 답답한 납치, boss me on your grill. 불 잠깐 파는 커플은 내 실내들이 화요일이 학교 대자보의 headline. Who's your boy, I'm your boy, who's your boy, I'm your boy, who's your boy, me. Me. Me, me. It's me.
Wow, wow, wow. All right. This was Eyelids. It's me. This, wow. Okay. I'll be honest. I was kind of a little shooked on this one. This was crazy. Um, I'm a little bit. I think I'm a little lost for words on this one. I think I'm so used to their sound that I'm like, shit. This is like definitely different. So I feel like I feel like there probably has to be some people that were not a fan of it at first and then came around to it. Um, I thought this was cool. I enjoyed it. I feel like it is a little bit of shock therapy in some ways, because I was not expecting this song to be this song. In the way that it is, it's very like clubby in a good way. I just feel like I attribute their sound to kind of being a little bit more on that softer end of the scale, and so this is like the complete opposite end of that scale. So I think it kind of just put me in a little bit of like a state, like a state of like unrest. Um, but I thought this was very interesting. It definitely it definitely has like a little bit of that. It kind of has like a little bit of a like, I don't know, like a clubhouse sort of beat to it, or like it kind of has a rager sort of feel to it. Like if that's the best way I could describe the like electronic sound that they were going for, um, which I think is cool. But I will say like this is definitely a song that will grow on me. I can imagine just like the "Who's your bias? I'm your bias" is gonna get stuck in my head like almost indefinitely. So I'm not really surprised by that. I feel like they have always traditionally had some really catchy like lyrical sets. But yeah, this one I think will grow on me. I don't want to. I'll hold my verdict out entirely. Um, I think it's a catchy song. I think it was very solid, but I would imagine this song will just like slowly chip away at my heart and shell for like being a little shocked. So uh, all right. Uni says, "Yep, this is a fun one." Sidra says, "Guys, he might not like Islet." I feel like I'm kind of neutral. I'm like Switzerland right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not like it didn't blow me away. You know. Sidra says, "Mocha." Hey, shout out to Mocha. Cal says, "Love this so much." Jazz says, "I like this one. I like this one more on my second listen." Fair enough. Gunky says the part of this song reminds me of an early 2000 song, maybe a Two Unlimited song. Okay, I may see it. I may see that. I may see that. Um, Uni says I liked it from the start, but it definitely grew on me with every listen. That's fair. Gunky says it's too repetitive for me, but that's no surprise. I understand that. Sarah says I like house music, but it's not my preferred EDM genre, so it was not my favorite. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Um, Uni says one of the few short songs that gets a pass for me. I could see it getting annoying if it went on for too long, but it gets it gets in, it does its thing, it gets out perfect length. I will say, yeah, I feel like for the repetitious songs, I feel like there's a threshold, right? Like I this is gonna sound really bad, and I promise you, I'm not trying to make it seem terrible, but it kind of feels like that borderline between water torture. You know what I mean? Like, how much can you bear? Like, if this song was like, if somebody took this song and put it on like a 12-hour like video right on YouTube, I don't know if I would be, I don't know how long I would be able to last listening to it for 12, like repeat, 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 right? But like the song length at the just before the 2.5 minute mark, I think works. You know what I mean? Like, so I know this will almost inevitably get hate unless people do not timestamp this. So please don't timestamp this part of the video. But it to me, I don't know. I like I said, it's not bad. I don't think I was hooked on it first vibe. So Uni and Andy laughed. Okay, so at least I got a little bit of a chuckle here. Cal says, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I think I definitely put this on repeat. It just my brain. Hey, fair enough. Andy says, this gave me a spin class music vibe in a good way. I could see that. That like, I almost, it feels like it's giving Peloton class. You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys, pick your legs up. We gotta go. We're gonna be driving for like 2 minutes. We gotta go. Dig deep. You know what I mean? Like that's, I feel the vibe. You know. Cal said, clip that. Cal says, spin class at the Waffle. Oh God, I'm gonna get spin kicked in the comments probably. But all right, cool. All right. I have something to share with the class. So I found this. I've been following this one guitar player. Shout outs to her. I'll give her Instagram handle. It's AOA6666. I've been following her guitar work for a while, but I didn't check out. She released a new song. She signed with a K-pop label. Her band goes by the name of Memi. It's MEMI. So I want to check it out because I really loved her like guitar videos that I've seen on Instagram, but I have not checked out her new song. And the song is called Bad Idea. So I'm pretty stoked. It looks like she signed with Day One Dream is the label. So we're gonna give it a listen. Don't know anything about it other than have followed her on Instagram, but I'm excited to give this one a listen. So if you like it, please go support Memi. I have already done that, so excited to listen to this new song. So let's give it a spin. Already cool already. Ooh.
Okay. I think I'm dying. 더는 만족이 안 돼. 무모하다고 말해. I don't care. 날 채워주지 못해. I'm losing control. 나 밑에 두지 원해. I know, it sounds insane.
All right.
솔직하게 말해. 내 본성을 인정해. I'll make you feel complete. I know you like it. 밑에 두지 원해.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Can't stop it. My bad idea. Yeah, you like it. 해보자. I
Ooh, that was great. All right. Hey, let's go. Shoutouts to Memi. All right, this was Memi's Bad Idea. Very sick. Instagram for the win. I love that. I love that. Andy said, oh, Andy knew. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Andy says, ooh, yes, this is a good one. Let's go. Let's go. And then Uni says, ooh, indeed. And very cool. I like this. This was definitely, I think it makes me excited to hear what she's going to be cooking up next. Because I think this was just a digital single. So she's got more on the way. I was not expecting the kind of, like, I don't know. I feel like when you sign to a K-pop label and you're a guitar player, like, I was kind of expecting maybe more of the K-band route, but this kind of goes, I feel like this is kind of more in that, like, alt grunge, like, alternative realm, like, rock realm, and I'm here for it. That main guitar riff at the beginning was cool, and then I like how she reframed that melody choice in the second verse. I thought that was really cool. It was a nice little callback to the main piece of the music. I love that chorus. I think that guitar sounds like the guitar tones and just like the mix in the chorus of the song, excuse me, just sounded huge. I love it. Kind of again was giving me some like older grunge alternative vibes, and I'm here for that. Her voice was very unique. I feel like it contrasted that like more aggressive tonality of the song in a really nice way. Like it was a nice, I think her voice contrasted very well with the song. And yeah, I think I'm excited. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like, it kind of was almost in that sort of like Turnstile, like genre pool of music, which I know Turnstile has been seeing more of a bigger resurgence into the mainstream, which is great. I know that they've been a hardcore band for quite a bit now, but definitely kind of reminded me in that same sort of lane as well. So, cool stuff. Yeah, I like this. This was awesome. I did not subscribe to her on YouTube, but I will now. And Day One Dream. That's awesome. Like I said, I have only really followed her exclusively on Instagram because she's a killer guitar player, and I know she's toured with a ton of great artists. So, wanted to check this out eventually on stream. So I'm glad my Ajashi brain remembered it. I was like, there's definitely something I had to listen to tonight, and that was it. So, Andy says that they see the Turnstile connection. Okay, cool. Good to see. Good to see. Y'all are well versed, so I'm not surprised. So, all right, cool. The next one we've got is QWER. We'll check out their newest song. If someone else has got maybe another one or so, let me know. But we'll have to check it out. So, oh my god. Wait. Wait. I need to what? I need to zoom in on this shit. That's awesome. Oh my god. I thought I was having an aneurysm, so that's awesome. Okay, let's check this out. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
진심 멋지 취향 아닌 그 머리까지 뭐가 뭔지 모르겠어
Thanks, Jazz. See you on Monday, hopefully. Or Saturday.
got the main character energy 이쯤부터 제멋대로지 무모한 날 향해서 손키스 이건 날 위한 ceremony 혹시 이건 꿈의 deja vu 환한 날아오를 거라고 날 위해 부르는 최고의 선물 ceremony for me 평범한 인사도 이제 말야 꼭 응원의 말 같단 말야 그렇다면 못할 거 없지 일단 마저 질러보는 거지 꿈을 춤을 대던 감정들이 신이 나서 소리를 질러대지 So loud so loud 이제 모두 외쳐 외쳐 Let's go 모두를 빛가봐 놀래켜줄래 한 번 더 보여줄게 나의 highlight 지켜봐 날 위한 축제의 막을 열어볼까 I got the main character energy 이쯤부터 제멋대로지 무모한 날 향해서 손키스 이건 날 위한 ceremony 혹시 이건 꿈의 deja vu 환한 날아오를 거라고 날 위해 부르는 최고의 선물 ceremony for me 은근히도 날들은 당당하게도 be myself yeah 특별할 건 어때도 함께 해줄래 my ceremony I got the main character energy 이젠 안녕 나의 blue blue day 고마웠던 날들의 손키스 나지 않을 ceremony 역시 이건 꿈의 deja vu 환한 날 수 있었다고 날 위해 부르는 최고의 선물 ceremony for me ceremony for me ceremony for me ceremony for me ceremony for me
The fuck was that ending? God. Holy shit. Oh my god. Did I take drugs before I went on stream tonight? I just need to know. Like, do I Oh god. All right. This was QWR ceremony. I first of all, I'll get my good commentary out of the way. This is a great song. I feel like QWR is one of those groups that, very similarly to Lucy, in my mind, I feel like they always put exceptional songs out, and this is another really good one. The chorus extremely catchy, very bright, which I feel like I expect from them to do. This MV was nuts. I feel like this MV is like insane. Like I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like how do you explain this to somebody? Like they're all wearing buff suits. Like I just don't get it. Maybe the point is to not get it, you know? Maybe I'm digging too deep into it. You know, I'm too busy being a cyber sleuth. You know? I just don't know. Kala says she's been working hard. Gungi says the MV is fun. Syndra says they got reverse isekai. Yeah, I was gonna say. Gungi says that the Rock makes a comeback. Very nice, very nice. Gungi says QWR is another band that never misses. Syndra says if they don't return if they don't return to to a buff man, that's the story. That's fair. They got isekai to the real world. If they don't return, they will turn into a buff guy like that guy. That's fair. I know. I'm being a little facetious. I did garner a lot from the MV. I'm just saying like I think from the perspective of like a fan, obviously I find it hilarious. It's great. Like their humor is knows no bounds. But I just imagine like I just imagine being in the meeting and QWER is like, all right, sharks. Here's what I have for you. We get isekai'd, and then we don't make it to the end, so then we turn into buff mint at the end of the MV. And then the people that are at their label are like, that sounds great, guys. Let's go. And then they just get a standing ovation. You know what I mean? Like, like it is awesome. I'm here for it. I fully respect it. I fully support it. It's just hilarious to me how I'm curious if I wonder if they are just trying to do this to see how far they can push the gambit, right? Like how outrageous, how wildly can they make the MV? I love that. If that is the case, I hope it to be true. So Cal says that's what happened. I was there. Hey, let's go. Sidra says they even laughed so hard when QWER reacted to the MV. I'm not surprised. They're incredible, both as a band and as humorous people. Incredible work. We love to see it. So I'll never. This is probably the most I've laughed on a stream in quite a bit, or as Hardy. So we love it. So Sidra says mustache showdown. Oh God. All right, cool. Well, we're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Yves's Nail, featuring Lolo Zua. Hopefully, I've pronunciated that correct. But let's check it out. I like I said, I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this a lot. Been seeing this pop up a lot. So I haven't checked it out. But we're gonna check it out tonight. So let's give it a watch. Wow. All right. This is Yves's Nail featuring Lolo Zua or Zue. Hopefully I've not butchered that. Um Interesting. This was cool. This was cool. I have yet to listen to this one with Pink Pantheress. I'll have to check that out too. But I know this has been. I know people had. I don't even know if recommended to check it out, but I will have to give Nail a listen now. Um, but I thought this was very interesting. Very like very glitchy. But also had kind of like a little bit of like an R&B feel to it. So I definitely appreciate that. Her voice is so interesting. I think that was kind of like I think the multitude of different things going on in the song were really cool, but I also feel like at the same time like there was so much texture, there was so much layering going on in the song, and I think like there are certain parts where I was like, wow, you can really fixate on her voice and like the way that they stylized it and like put a bunch of effects on it. And then in some cases like her voice kind of almost fades into the rest of the song, and like you get this really kind of ethereal like um industrial sort of sound to the song, and it's so interesting. And like I think it also just is insane how creative people are in terms of like writing and like the stylization, because like this is such a wild song, you know what I mean? Like it 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 feels very unconventional in a good way. Like it makes you really think about like how the song is presented to you. So I really enjoyed this a lot. I like I said, I will have to check out the release. It looks like Nail is a part of an EP, so I will have to check out some of the other songs. But I did enjoy this. This was cool. Like I said, I'm excited to check this one out with Pink Pantheress. I feel like that's when it's gonna hit. So very cool, very cool. Cal says, "Yay, Yves, very nice." Andy says, "Ooh." Sindra says, "Total 180 from here." QWER to Yves. That's true. Complete 180. Very nice, very nice. All right, we'll keep it moving. I think we got a couple more to do on here, so we'll probably be wrapping it up soon. We've got See Through from Soyu. Very nice. All right, let's throw that on the queue here. So, very nice. Let's check it out.
Can't you see?
아무리 숨겨도 다 보여 날 관찰하는 네 눈빛 Oh baby what you waiting for 어쩜 그리
Ooh, is that a lyrical callback
온통 나뿐인
or reference?
서서히 좁혀가는 둘 마치 난 목이 마르듯 절대로 거부 못해 all about me 긴장은 풀어댈 so when I lose 그 상상을 말해봐 그 오묘해진 vibe 이대로 lost to something Now you look see through 뻔히 보여 you and me You can never hide So I can see through 당연하니 이끌림 The way you gotta move Cause I can see through you
Ooh, transition. Wow. Okay.
네가 받는 모든 말에 의미 따윈 중요치 않아 Don't overthink it 같은 생각이 네 baby 나 wanna worry 집중해 only to me 서투른 대로 like that 그래 like it like that 사랑은 사치 같은 거지 수학도 인생 내게는 흔해 설명할 필요 없어 이대로 더 깊이 날 들여봐 You try to take a bite 우리 둘 사이 something Now you look see through
Wow.
보여 you and me You can never hide So I can see through 당연하니 이끌림 본능을 따를 뿐 Cause I can see through you Cause I can see through you
Wow, that was awesome. All right. That was Soyuz See Through. I think Andy recommended this. Shout out to Andy. Pretty positive. Let me double check before I put my foot in my mouth. Yes, it was Andy. Okay. Let's see. Gonky says this chill music is helping my basketball team out. Nice. Uni says a bit behind because my shit's wigging out. But I can confirm the Yves EP is worth the listen. Whole thing is good. Hey, okay, I'll have to check it out then. Per the chat, per chat's recommendation. Love to see it. Andy says she just also released an EP off hours. Hey, let's go. I'll check that out too. Damn, I'm adding. There's so much shit I'm gonna be listening to tomorrow. I'm gonna be healthy. This is great. First of all, my vibe, 100%. I love like those really kind of like funky bass riffs. I feel like this one was super super tight. But holy shit, like her voice is so. Her voice is very entrancing. I love the way that like the instrumentation sounded incredible. Like the instrumental was awesome, but like her voice really kind of elevated the song in just a really nice way. Like you could tell like some of the runs just felt very like smooth, right? Like there's just something really about it where I was just like, I appreciate just kind of like that she wasn't trying to do like a ton of flexing vocally. But I love the fact that like there's just enough pizzazz to the vocals where I was like she's doing it. Like she's doing a lot of like great vocal runs and melody choices, but it's not like to oversell the song or like for her to be like, "Oh, I can show you I can riff." You know what I mean? Like I think this song appreciates the subtleties of her voice, and I think in return the instrumentation benefits from that. So I love seeing the kind of counterplay going on in the song, and I think also as well that just shows that she's a talented writer, right? Like I think she wouldn't be trying to, if she wanted to do a song where I feel like she could vocal flex and do a bunch of different ad libs and runs and stuff. I'm sure there's gotta be a song out there eventually that she'll do like that. But I think she really meets the moment vocally with this song, and I think it is paid off well with the instrumentation. Like you just feel like you're vibing. Like it's one of those I feel like this would be one of those EPs that I would just put on like in this season in PA, though we get the ups and downs of weather. If it stays pretty consistent at where it's at now, like in the 60s, like this is like I'll put my windows down, I'll crank this up, and I'll just drive. You know what I mean? Like it's got that kind of driving appeal to me, which I love this time of year, or even in like early fall as well. Like just has just a smoothness to it that I absolutely adore. So great song. I'll have to check out the EP now because I'll be vibing at work. I'll be feeling it. So love to see it. All right, very cool. We are completely shifting gears again. Gunky has given us I think is a metal song potentially, but I can't confirm or deny. I remember Little Glee Monsters was crazy. No. Okay, they're not metal. Sorry. I digress. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking Ave Mujica. I don't know why I put those two together. I know it's not metal now. Obviously chat's gonna tell me that now after the fact, but I did correct myself. So very cool. Let's check out Ichiran. Let's rock.
誰にも見せずに一人咲く花これでいいそれでいい言い聞かしてたどうせ分かってはもらえないんだと寝転んだベッドから眺めた天井ふと思い出すのは震え た声で逃げんなと涙した君の姿ねえどうしてぶつかるたびに向き合うたびにこの胸は苦しいんだ分かりたいだけなのになたった一人生きてるだけじゃ気づけなかった悔しさを知った今は君と咲いてたいんだ誰よりも強く思えた君が何かを隠すように目をそらした逃げたくなるのはきっと同じで弱さに揺れながら咲いてるとした精一杯ぶつかり合って傷つき合っていつの間にか僕の手は本当の君に触れてた目いっぱい手を伸ばさなきゃ掴めなかった喜びを知った今は君を探せたいんだ僕の悔しさは僕だけのはずが目の前で泣いてもがいた背中を見た君という存在が僕に見送れただからもう一回進むんだねえどうしてぶつかるたびに向き合うたびにこの胸は苦しいのに君とまた手を取るんだろうたった一人抱え込んでた本音も傷も分かち合えたから僕ら今一つの輪になるああそうだよぶつかるたびに向き合うたびにこの胸は苦しいんだそれでも逃げたくないからたった一人生きてるだけじゃ気づけなかった幸せを知った今は君と咲いてたいんだ僕は君と生きてたいんだ
Oof. Wow. Damn. Get me choked. Get me choked up here. Damn. That was sick. All right. This was Little Glee Monsters Ichirin. Very nice. Let's see. Couple comments here. Kucky says this is vocals. Yes. I realized that as soon as I was like, I don't think this is metal. Let's see. Andy said violin. Yes, we love violin. We stand violin. Also Gunky says this is I like this more than the last song we heard from them. The last song was great too, so I feel like they definitely had to hit a high mark with this one, which I feel like they succeeded in my opinion. Gunky says they're so good. I really like their music, and Andy said beautiful. I really enjoyed this song. I feel like anytime we have listened to them before, I have really enjoyed their musicality. But this one was great. I feel like dynamically, like you could tell first and foremost, this must be a very emotional song for them, or they're very good at like acting emotional, right? Giving that performance. But I think it's both. I think it's a mixture of both. Like I wouldn't be, music is a very artistic, very emotional thing, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if this song means a lot to them as a group and as individuals. But um, you could really tell in their performance that there is just such a uh again such a dynamic piece to their tonality and the way that they sing, and like just seeing them really be emotional about the song, I feel like definitely gets the chest pumping a little bit. But the song itself is gorgeous. I think their arrangements are always really flawlessly done. I love the piano parts in this song. I thought they were really gorgeous. The violin orchestral arrangement was also really beautiful as well. I like the acoustic guitar in this. I think there's like some sections where like they transition through it. I thought that was really beautiful. I would say like that last bit or last chorus where they kind of hit like the crescendo moment in the song, I think was just absolutely phenomenal as well. But yeah, I think this to me just really crushed it. Like, I think it just kind of garners all those emotions in the song. I'd be curious. I'll probably check out the lyricism for this song a little bit later on, but just a beautiful song, really well written, and I think their delivery was just extremely on point. So awesome job to them. I would probably say this one's probably one of my favorites that we've listened to from them so far. So Gunky says, funny thing is, I found out about Little Glee Monster because of Bandmaid. Bandmaid got me to watch the anime. Rock is a lady's modesty, and this group did the closing song. Oh, that's cool. Very nice. Very nice. Fun fact. We love to see it. So cool beans, chat. Well, we have hit the hour of 11 on the East Coast, so that is I need to go to sleep time. Thanks for joining. Thanks for giving the recommendations. Appreciate y'all. I will be back Saturday for another stream. So I'll probably put a poll in Discord. So if you have not joined Discord and you're hanging out tonight, please join Discord. But I will be streaming Saturday for a little bit. So come through. We may do an album stream. We may do something else. So I'll let y'all vote on what you would like to do, or if you want to drop your suggestions in Discord, let me know. But want to try to hopefully get some more weekend streams in. I usually try to take off because if it's family or spend time with my girlfriend, since we both work day jobs during the week. I like to try to spend as much time as I possibly can with her, because she's the best. So if I don't stream as much on Saturdays, it's the reason. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it at all. So but yeah, so that's what I got. Hope to see y'all on Saturday. Let me know what you'd like to do. Feel like I haven't done a Saturday stream in a little bit, so come support if you can. That would be awesome. So thanks again. Everything should be updated on Patreon, hopefully over this next couple days. So if you're watching there, we'll be doing it. So thanks again. See y'all on Saturday. Peace.